And now for my 5 through number 1, in which my number 5 is Cobra Kai seasons 4 through 5. Now, granted, Cobra Kai season 4, technically it came out on December 31st of 2021, but I'm not really counting that. I'm counting that as a season for this year. And then, of course, it has season 5 of this year. But, of course, I love the Karate Kid series, and this show just... And I love Cobra Kai from season 1 on forward, and this show just continues to show, like, why this is one of the greatest shows out right now, because like, of course, like, it has the nostalgia going for it, but it's basically a continuation of these characters, and it definitely elevated these characters from where they started in season 1 onto now, especially from where we see them in season 5. And Terry Silver, that is a bad motherfucker, and it was also great how they keep also improving on some of the lesser Karate Kid sequels, like how they just bring back characters from those movies and pretty much improve upon them. And the karate action is just brutal in itself. Chosen, that's my dude. And
they were squabbling.
Yeah, like they really. You only thought they were squabbling in the school in season 2, but here it's just,
they were squabbling.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny was squabbling. And it was like, my family.
But I also just like how they just find a way to mature these characters, especially Johnny Lawrence, from where we saw him in season 1 until now. So yeah, Cobra Kai seasons 4 through 5. Any other thoughts about Cobra Kai from you?
Cobra Kai, again, it was so much daggone good cinema. I mean, good silver screen. But Cobra Kai was lit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, that was one of the, probably the best fight choreographed shows. Like when you want some real good fight scenes, like some real gritty good fight scenes, like some realistic fight scenes. Like no CGI, they do all the CGI and everything, stuntman and stuff, but it's cool. But Karate Kid was raw. Like, they got busy.
Mm-hmm.
They got busy. You can go back and watch that. They got busy. Like, say what you want. It's Tom Cruise and Cobra Kai right now when it comes to action.
Mm-hmm.
They's getting busy.
Yep. And then at my number 4 is P-Valley season 2, which you have P-Valley at 6. Yeah. And so now a little background. Now this year I just got into P-Valley. First I watched season 1 and then went to season 2. And yeah, P-Valley is one of my favorite shows out right now. And of course for obvious reasons with the beautiful women. But outside of that, it's just like, I just like how raw the show is and how realistic it is, especially with the business of a strip club and then everything else outside of it. I love how they incorporated the pandemic into this season, and I just like how they advanced the characters. And I've said it amongst my homies, and I'll say it again. I'll say, like, Uncle Clifford. Well, the actor that plays Uncle Clifford, I say he's the best actor on the show. But the actress that plays Mercedes, she's the best character on the show, and my favorite, in my opinion. So the actress that plays Lakeisha Haley, the light skinned girl, she was good, and I heard that she's not returning because she wanted to move on to other things, which I'm like, hey, that's fine, because I feel like they did what they needed to do with that character. So whenever season 3 comes out, I just can't wait to see what they do next. So what are your thoughts on P-Valley season 2? And I also just like how the show is shot as well. So shout out to the director of that show. So go ahead.
Yeah, I like colors. So like the way it's shot, and like the way it cut through the strip, like the aerobatic performances are beautifully lit, and they're extremely athletic. And it really shows how extremely athletic and hard that shit really is.
Yeah, that's another thing that I like about this show as a whole. It really shows, like, stripping, like there's a method to this shit. Like
they really be getting it in. And even, like, I mean, TV's TV, so like they still got stunt dancers and all that stuff. But the actresses that be on there, they still be doing what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's really cool to see, just from a performance perspective. You know. Then I think the storylines are good. Like the dialogues and the monologues are actually captivating.
Yeah, like everything that come out of Uncle Clifford's mouth is just pure gold.
Yeah, that man he got all the one-liners and stuff. He got all the comebacks. He must be hilarious. He be having them nuggets.
Then at my number 3 is Peacemaker, which came out this year. It was made by James Gunn, and of course it's
I forgot about Peacemaker. I didn't think about it. See?
Yeah, it came out like way earlier in the year, and of course it's spawning off the Suicide Squad. Now that character, he was probably one of my least favorite characters from that movie, but I do like where they take this character in it, and I also like the other characters on the show. Now whether or not we get a season 2 or not, I don't know, especially since they're changing up leadership over at DC and Warner Brothers, and James Gunn, he is now the head, who made the show, he is now the head of DC Films, so I don't know if Peacemaker, he's making the cut, especially since Henry Cavill's Superman didn't make the cut, so I don't know, but Peacemaker as a whole, like, yeah, that's my other favorite piece of superhero content, so what you got for Peacemaker?
I literally said I wasn't going to do this. I was talking about this just literally not 20 minutes ago downstairs. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to take the boys off.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to substitute the superhero pick for Peacemaker.
Hey, that's fine.
As a Marvel fan, I'm going to have to do that.
DC.
I know I'm a Marvel fan.
Oh yeah.
But I said as a Marvel fan, I'm about to do it. So that's like as a Cowboy fan, I'm like, hey, send the Redskins to the wild card spot. You know, I want to make this, but you know that would never happen in real life because the Redskins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Start with the Commodores.
Mm-hmm. But your thoughts on Peacemaker though?
Yeah, I'm about to put him in that 10th spot for the superheroes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Homelander.
Hey, we're substituting a racist superhero for another racist superhero.
Yeah, he's so much better at it.
Yeah,
he's cool. Homelander's weird. Peacemaker's he's like that racist that you're like, hey, just like, chill out a little bit, and you be alright.
And all of that, but it's like you understand where it's coming from, especially with his father. So
yeah, you just stupid. This mother, he's just an ass.
So yeah, Peacemaker for number 3. And then at number 2 is another show that came out way earlier in the year and is still on my mind to this day, and that is Euphoria Season 2. You forgot about that one too, huh?
I thought it came out last year.
No, it came out earlier this year, so
this has been a long year.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
But yeah, Euphoria Season 2. I love Season 1, and Season 2 is even better in my opinion. Just episode 5 alone, that episode stressed me out, and you know what episode I'm talking about. You know what episode I'm talking about.
I flushed him down the toilet. What? You got me what?
Zendaya deserved her Emmy for just that episode alone, and she deservedly got it. But everybody else on that show was great, and I just like how they took everyone else's storylines on the show, especially between like Lexi and Maddie, and especially Ruth's family life, and just how her consequences is affecting her family. Like this show, I love how raw this show is, but I also love the filmmaking on this show from Sam Livingston. And I am so mad that we won't get season 3 until 2024 because I need it now. But hey, if it takes that long to get the quality that we got in season 2, then hey, by all means.
Man.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I can wait. Cause back to the episode he was talking about. You think shit went crazy until you heard Jules here?
Mm-hmm.
When she said Jules here, oh my god. Turn up. That jump was I was like, Zendaya, if Zendaya don't get an Emmy for this, it's it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Hey, but now she's a 2-time Emmy for this show, so. hey. That's what I got for you. For you, got anything else?
No, I'm good. That was great.
Yeah, and then finally at number one is Stranger Things 4. I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things, but even I'll admit those last two seasons of Stranger Things, despite my enjoyment of it, it kind of dipped. But then 4 just kind of not only brought it back, but just shot through the roof because they split it into 2 parts. And those last 2 episodes of 4 felt like whole movies, and just the writing on in 4 and how they split how they had like different character groups. Like you have the Russian group, you have the California group, you have the group staying in the town, and how. But not only that, but you see different character interactions. Sadie Sink as Max, she's the real MVP. That's the redhead girl, and where they took her character and what they did with 11, and how they introduced number 1, and just like I feel like this season they expanded the lore a little bit. And I really thought that this was the last season, but turns out there's going to be a season 5, and I don't know when that's coming out, but I can't wait. But I just hope that they do a time jump because these kids are not getting any younger. You clearly see that on the show. And, yeah, so Stranger Things season 4. That's my number 1. That's the show that reminded me why I love watching TV, and it reminded me why I like well-written TV. So, you got anything for Stranger Things?
Stranger Things wouldn't have made my list, but that was the best season of Stranger Things that I liked. Yeah. It was cool. I liked it. I liked the animation. I like good effects. I'll be watching. What's the people? Corridor Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I watched them a lot, so I like good effects.
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers. They definitely got carte blanche on the budget for this show. So yeah, that is my top 10 favorite shows from 2022, and go ahead and give the rest of your top 10.
Who did I have for 5? Oh, I had the Power shows. So technically, I got like 2 shows. I don't know how many shows 50 made.
I mean,
but I think I got 2 shows together.
I mean, hey, I had 2 seasons of 2 different shows altogether. So
I got, of course, Power, Ghost, and Force. Now, Force. Crazy work. They went crazy. Like Tommy is like probably the best character written on TV. Like for 6 seasons of Power, a couple appearances on Power Ghost, then to come out with his own jump with season 1 of Force. He ain't missed not one time. Like you ain't never seen a scene where Tommy was missing. Like. I can't remember. I don't even know his real name, but the actor who plays Tommy, he plays in other shows and movies and stuff. But that's Tommy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Man, he be going crazy. Tommy, like we love Tommy. So Forrest ends up there, but Ghost is also like I like Ghost. Tyreek is kind of like redeeming himself. But he's really not kind of like redeeming himself sometimes. But like, it's getting good. Like it's getting real good. Mary J. be tripping like Mary be tripping, and it's about to go crazy. Then what's the bad name?
Raising Kanan.
No, oh my gosh. But mentally, I literally just forgot about Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan was great because Kanan. Kanan is another. Kanan and Tommy is two. Like once Kanan meets Ghost and Tommy, that's going to replace the top of my list. Like it's going to be perfect, and it's literally going to be perfect at the end of the Best Man finale. Had to put that up there.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not that old, but as a middle-aged black man. That was a great show to have, and just to be I'm gonna say a regular dude. Like it ain't gotta be about this. You got regular. Like, this is the group of.
It was a
black
slice
men.
of life.
Like yeah, it was just a group of black men in real life, not being like some racist shit happened. This and that. No, it was just regular ass problems with regular ass people, and it was just black men, not being big wild shit. Like even the athlete. wasn't even on. He was just a regular dude. Like, you know.
And I guess the reason, like, I only had that as my honorable mention is because while it did some things with the characters I thought were natural progressions of the characters, it also did some things that I wasn't quite too sure with. Like, for example, with Merch getting into MMA, and I'm like, and I understand why he did it because he was tired of getting bitched around by all his homeboys, but at the same time, it's just like, all right, come on, you don't have to do this. And then all the stuff with Harper and Robin, which really got tense. But I just did not expect the end game that they took them, which I'm still marinating on. But hey, so, but I also like where they took Morris Chestnut's character, especially post Best Man Holiday. And, you know, he was still grieving, and then of course you had and then of course you had his everything he went through with his son. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, it was really nice. It was good. Yeah. Just a nice little change of pace.
Yeah.
Cause you know how everything else on this list went. All the black people in it, so like it was kind of ratchet, but it was just like, all right, these are some regular ratchet people.
And for what it's worth, I still liked it as a good little wrap up of the Best Man series as a whole, though. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last movie was nice.
Yeah,
I liked it. Then number 3, I got Blackish. Like, Blackish is literally, it's kind of like that, like with Best Man Holiday. Like, those are kind of like the two shows that I put in the pinnacle of like what I want to see in general with black media.
Yeah,
like I want to see just regular shows with black people in it. You know what I'm saying? It's not all fully just be like superpowers all the time. Like that's real. Like like what's the one I'm thinking of? I can't remember.
What, realism or slice of life? Or?
Yeah, like the realism and slice of life. Like I want to see that. Like, I just watched Emancipation. Like it was a really good movie. It was great. It was a great story that really needed to be done. But other movies need to be done like that with that budget.
Oh yeah.
Of just regular stuff, like not just trauma and crazy big wild shit. Like I don't want to just give all the budget to trauma and big wild shit. Like give that slice of life stuff that same budget. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we had like the Best Man Holiday had P. Wiley budget or Winning Times budget. You know, the Boys budget type situation. Ozark budget. So number 2, Ozark. Like as an Ozark super fan, these white people are like blue collar gangsters. White collar gangsters. We're white collar gangsters. You know, if you ever watch Ozark, you got to get into it.
Yeah,
it's a slow burn, but that burns so good. It's like a good whiskey. You know, with the little whiskey stick and the little smoke stick in it. You ever had that? You know what I'm talking about. So it's a nice little slow, deep burn. And it ends it off like French kiss.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. So
it's a lovely show. Then the dad, like used to seeing him being a sarcastic comedy and stuff, but like he does it, but like super serious, like his ass is on the line.
Yeah, Jason Bateman. Yeah,
Jason Bateman. My man Marty Marty be going through it, but god damn it, Marty make it shake. Mm-hmm. Then number 1, I have Snowfall.
Yeah, yes, So back to me for a sec. So yeah, Snowfall season 5, which I had at my number 6, which I would save my further thoughts once we get to it, which you have it at number 1, I had it at number 6. And as I explained before, the only reason I have it so low is because I felt like this was essentially a bridge season to get to the final season. But again, there were still things about it I like, especially since last year, 2021, I binge watched those first 4 seasons for the first time, and so going into season 5, it was like, ooh, yay. Mm-hmm. And so like I like where they took Franklin and how he has a how he has his girl now and how she's pregnant. Hey, y'all gonna stop going on her wig. But I just
that was trash.
Yeah, it was. Who am I kidding? But I also like how there's starting to be friction between him and shit. What's the white man's name?
She looks suspicious with that wig on.
Yeah. The white dude. What's his name?
Teddy.
Yeah, I like how shit is really starting to drive a wedge between Franklin and Teddy, and then
crazy.
yeah, and even between Franklin and the rest of his family, like Aunt Louie, and just really shit is starting to hit the fan for Franklin and crew, and I don't know how they're gonna make it through season 6, but we'll just have to see. But I will say this season had the best wedding episode I've ever seen in TV.
Man, that was great. Like that jump was like out of Atlanta. That was the episode of Atlanta in itself.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. Out of nowhere.
What's your thoughts on
But I have it there at number 1, really, and also because it is the bridge between the finale. Like sometimes they be doing like that season before the finale. They be lollygagging, like trying to save the budget for the next season and all that bull crap and all the good story. Like they put some real work into the setup for the next season. Like they put real work. Like all the shit that you think is going to go down, we know exactly. Like next season, we know shit is about to go. Like I didn't even know that this is the final season until like last week. But when that season ended, I know for daggone sure the shit was about to go down. Like everything is going. Like it's so much. Like I'm about to go binge watch that season again. Like before, I'm definitely binge watching that jump before the new season come out.
Yeah, especially since they announced the release date for the new season.
Oh, when it come out?
It's I think late February.
Oh yeah. Black History Month may have to do some binge watching. Oh, and Black History Month. What else we watching, Bradford?
It's a Meteor Man.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll get there.
We can do a whole video on Meteor Man. On why this is so daggone important to all you black people that watch superhero videos. You love Black Panther. You love Blade. You need to go watch Meteor Man. You need to go watch Black Man. I'm trying to tell you. Change your life. Slice of life.
Okay.
That's a slice of life superhero.
Yeah.
You see, watch.
Another thing I want to say about Snowfall, I just like how the season ended with Franklin rapping to his mother, talking, and then his mother's like, I know people that know the KGB, and then they just get together, then Straight Outta Compton just starts playing, and it's like, oh shit, you know shit's about to be dangerous because you never mess with an angry mother and a hurt child. So
man, about to get crazy. Mm-hmm. It is so like
Mama Sissy about to go ham.
Like Sissy about to. They about to stop playing with Sissy.
Mm-hmm. And this just a theory of mine.
She only seen the war.
Yeah, and this is just a theory of mine. But I think Alton is still alive somehow because yeah, Teddy, he made it to the island where he was, and we saw a gun and we saw him draw a gun on him, but we didn't see him fire a shot. So I've seen enough movies and TV to know that if we don't see it happen, then maybe they're not dead, or maybe he is dead. But hey, that's just me though.
The actor who plays Alton, he looking real comfortable in these other roles. He getting some major work going. I don't think he coming back for the last season.
Shit.
I don't think he gonna grow the afro back out again.
Shit, they can give him a wig.
He might come back with a hush bush or something. Might slick it back.
Yeah. But that's all you got to say for Snowfall.
Man, I want to see what Jerome gonna do. I want to see.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to see Uncle Jerome pull the pinstripe suit back out.
Mm-hmm.
Pinstripe Jerome. That's a bad boy.
Shit, Uncle Jerome, he had the best line in any TV this year. Teach a man how to squabble.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now.
Mm-hmm.
You know he was in Baywatch, the movie.
Oh yeah.
He was the main antagonist. It was weird not seeing him with a jerry curl.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Snowfall. That's your number one? Yeah. So yeah, he has Snowfall season 5 as number 1. I have Stranger Things season 4 as my number 1.
A little shaky on it, but I'm solid with that number 1.
Yeah. But I also want to know what was your favorite show from 2022, and give me your top 10 if you like. But I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing your top 10 and I'm sharing my top 10 with you. And real quick, you look on the screen. I'll put a template up of there's my top 10 and then there's Zudi's top 10. So if you want to take a second viewing, so again, I want to thank you for coming on. Any plugs that you would like to give the audience and anything regarding processing greatness?
Keep your head up. Remember, process your greatness all the time.
And buy a hoodie or a shirt. Just go on the website. He has a lot of cool stuff on there.
Get you a hat, a coffee mug. You need a game mouse, like a pad. You need to get that. You want a puzzle? You can get that.
You can even get a duffel bag too.
Duffel bag, boys.
Yeah. And so this Mr. Processing Greatest over here is Zudi. I'm your boy Bankful B of Lassigter Factor. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Peace.